Welcome to the country, where we do country things. I'm very excited to be making this video for you guys today. First thing I got going on is I'm out here with the deer, just making sure they got food and water and busting their ice. It's really cold here today. It's about 12 degrees right now. So I got to come down here and bust their ice, make sure they can get something to drink and make sure they got feed. And I decided to go ahead and reintroduce Bo back with the herd. So he spent all winter by himself. He's not one of our breeder bucks, so we don't have him in a pen with the does or anything during the winter. He's in this central pen all by himself all winter. And I felt like it'd be a good day just to kind of open the gates up, let all the does in with him, let him get it reintroduced, kind of while it's cold and everybody's wanting to hunker down and stay warm. Looks like he's behind me falling asleep there, but the introduction went really well. I've been kind of watching them to make sure they're not fussing too much. I do have the 1 2-year-old buck in with these does, so I wanted to make sure that him and Bo didn't fight or anything. So that introduction went very well. So I'm going to take you guys over next door, show you what I got going on as far as the new livestock, and kind of just show you that setup and how we're going to be operating that new system. So just give me a minute to get my chores done here, get over there, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there's the new livestock that we have on the farm. So we have 20 head of Savannah Cross Doelings and one 50% Savannah Buckling. These goats are about 8 months old, so they're really close to being breeding age. And the way we're going to be raising these animals is with this netting, this electrified netting. This is a Premier One net that's 4 feet tall. It's 100 feet in length, and they're going to be housed in this old stock trailer here that I put this top on with some chicken wire and a real heavy duty tarp. So these girls are going to be out on pasture year round, and they're going to be grass-based, grass-fed goats, no grain or anything like that. So I'm really excited about this new venture, where we're going to be able to utilize the biggest resource that we have on the farm, which is our grass. We haven't had livestock on that grass on these pastures in probably 5 years or so, when we stopped running the cattle. So I'm really happy to get these girls here. This has been something I've been wanting to do for years, and now that I'm working from the farm full time, I've got the opportunity to raise these girls the way I think animals should be raised, which is kind of the Joel Salatin, Greg Judy model, where you got this mobile infrastructure. These animals move every day to a new fresh piece of grass, and they don't stay in one spot all the time, and they don't just selective graze. These are going to be targeted grazing method, which a lot of people are going to now with their cattle and their sheep and their goats and their chickens, where they're putting these animals in electrified netting and moving them every day on these pastures. And it's only going to make our pastures better. You know, these guys are going to be fertilizing the pasture by pooping in and peeing on the pasture, and then we'll be able to move them away from that poop and pee, and keep them sanitary. And fertilize the pastures are going to help keep the weeds down, and like I said, just utilize the resource that we have that we haven't utilized in a lot of years. So looking forward to get these girls out on pasture. So they're going to stay right here with this bale of hay for about a week until we kind of get this cold weather gone. It's going to be below freezing for the next probably 4 or 5 days here in western Oklahoma. So I want to give these girls an opportunity to kind of get used to this netting, get used to the trailer, get used to me, and just kind of give them time to settle down and settle in. And then we're going to move them out on the pasture, and they'll be sleeping in this trailer at night. And this trailer is hopefully going to protect them from predators, protect them from the weather, and give them a place to get shade in the summertime. When it gets hot, they'll be able to get in there and get out of the hot sun and get into the shade. And then every evening when I put the goats up, I'll be able to come back in the morning and just move the trailer forward 100 feet or so, move the netting back behind the trailer, and just release these girls out all day and be able to do more of a targeted grazing technique. So anyway, there's the new venture that we got going on. Really excited about it. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll be back.